You are invited for the next edition of GameJamPlus.
Quer criar o próximo grande jogo indie?
I'd like to invite my fellow flyover states and the rest of the world to come jam with us.
Mi nombre es Brian Hernández de Cartago, Costa Rica.
Patos de Minas, Minas Gerais.
Calgary, Canada.
Goiás.
São Luís,
Iran,
Liga Sul de Minas,
Portugal,
Brasília,
México,
Salvador,
Maquedônia.
Uberaba, Minas Gerais. São José, Costa Rica.
Uberlândia,
La Paz, Bolivia.
Manaus, Amazonas,
United States Midwest.
Atlanta,
Slovenia.
Engenheiro Paulo Frontin.
GameJamPlus. O que é GameJamPlus?
En donde desarrolladores, músicos, artistas podrán crear su propio juego con un enfoque de negocios.
participants from all around the world come together.
É o local onde suas ideias tomam forma.
Y me complace mucho invitarlos a este gran evento.
I feel thrilled and blessed to have such an opportunity to be a part of this.
And I want you to unlock this achievement too.
Que es un evento internacional que va a tomar lugar del 8 al 10 de octubre.
from October 8 to 10.
Entre el 8 y el 10 de octubre.
Dias 8 ao dia 10 de outubro.
This October, from the 8th to the 10th.
Dia 8 ao dia 10 de outubro.
Quiero invitarlos a formar parte de esta gran comunidad internacional.
It's going to be an incredible opportunity to make some games, meet some amazing people.
Espero haber más personas de todo el mundo participando de este gran evento.
Hope to see you there.
Participa, be our plus one.
Would you be our plus one?
Visit the Nashville Plus event.
Be a plus one.
Будете мой плюс 10.
Be our plus one.
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 Join us, be our plus one.
Be our plus one.
Since 2017, bringing together developers, artists, and entrepreneurs, GameJamPlus is the biggest game development competitive marathon in the world. In those 5 years, we reached 2,800 participants in 100 cities in 30 different countries, and we participated in over 600 game projects. With the power of cooperation, almost 800 volunteers helped with the first steps to the game development world. For 7 months of hard working and evaluation process, competitors give their best until the most expected moment of the year. The big final ceremony, where the indie development work comes together as one. It's at the final that we get to know the best games, and where we find out who is the winner of GameJamPlus, the Game of the Year. A meeting place for all the main agents of the game development industry. Big producers, publishers, national, international, and indie game studios, investors, partnerships, developers, artists, and much more. Be part of those who believe. Help us to build this event, which is made by the community for the community. Join us. Be part of the GameJamPlus Big Final. GameJamPlus, devs in the world, be our plus one.
So everyone, I'm so sad this is coming to an end. I'm going to miss you all. I promise I'll miss you all. And today, for those who doesn't know, it's starting the GameJamPlus. In some time zones, it's already started. So yay! Let's cheer for the gamers. Let's cheer for their amazing games. Let's make it happen. So if you are on a time zone that still didn't start, remember the registrations are about to close. Run, go fast. You still have a short time, but you have time. So let's start one more warm up, one more day of warm up, one more day of nice content and nice talks and nice panels. Today, I'm going to invite here a person that is so nice, so awesome, and I'm pretty sure you're all gonna enjoy it. So please, Valmont, come to the screen with me. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you for having me for the warm
Thank
up.
you for coming.
Thanks.
And so, what are you going to share with us today?
Well, I'm going to make a small presentation of the work I made on Dead Cells. Talk a bit about the game and mainly audio and music stuff.
Wow,
That's
really
basically
nice.
it.
I met many people who played Dead Cells. I didn't play myself at Compass, but it's it's so pretty. I mean, it's hard to explain because it's pretty. It has bright colors, but it's also serious. Like whoa. So, share with us how it was the way to make the audio for this, and I'm going to see you later. I'm going to leave you. The stage is
Okay.
yours. Good luck. See you.
Thank you. See you later. Well, hello. Welcome to this presentation. I'm going to start by saying that I'm certainly not the best person to make a presentation, but I'll try to do my best. So let's start with something very not well-made slide, if I can say. So this is a very fun presentation of the game and its sound design. Yeah, I'm not good at making presentations. So let's do a recap about the game. So the game was developed by Motion Twin. The development started in like long time ago. But the game was released in early access in May 2017. Then a full release the next year, and since then we've been releasing content and DLC basically each year. So yeah, basically it's yeah, to mention. So for those who don't know, well, Dead Cells is we can say Roguevania, so a mix between Metroidvania and roguelite elements. Side scroller, fast action paced. So you start on an island and have to, well, simply beat it. And every time you play, the game will be a bit different. The item you will find, the enemy placement, all those kind of things. So kind of has a good replay value. So, about myself, I'm an independent composer and sound designer. I started first to work on audio in 2014, and actually it was on an older version of Dead Cells, which was nothing like what we have today. I rejoined the project by the end of 2016, and so I've been doing everything related to the audio, so the music, the sound design, and also working on the trailers and a bit on the vlog, just recording and stuff. And that's what we are going to see. So the audio engine we used in the game is OpenAL, which is well, not very good at it because it was mainly done by the dev. But that's the audio library thing that was used in the game. We'll also use kind of a middleware, which I used for my job as kind of an interface, but which we'll see a bit later, which is named CastleDB. And to make the music and the sound I use Ableton Live, just because it's the software I'm the most comfortable with. That's the only reason. So, yes, sorry, was a bit lost. And then I did a list of the main plugins I used for the music making, so kind of non-exhaustive list. Just, I think, a bit more, but that's basically the most important ones. So yeah, it's mainly kind of orchestral stuff, a bit of synthesizers, homemade recording, and then we say mixing and mastering stuff. So yeah. So about deadcells, the audio artistic direction. So we're going to talk about the audio evolution within the project, because there's been some changes throughout the game development, and then choices and instruments that represent the game. So first, sorry. Before the game went in early access, so when the project was reworked as being Steam release, so going through the roguelite direction, the team did not want it to have music on most of the gameplay parts. It was more slower. The gameplay was slower as it's written, so they really wanted to have something more ambient, not necessarily music, and mainly to avoid repetition, as well. The concept of a roguelite is like you play the game, you replay it a lot, so on the music side, you tend to listen to the same thing a lot, and the team was a bit scared that players could feel a bit bored or annoyed by the music. But when the game started to be more action orientated, there was something missing to give company to the player when he was bashing a lot of nicely fellows on the island. So by some step, music was added into the game. So that's why on the release of the game, most of the music tended to be more ambient than pure action, because it was kind of compromised between the fact that it was not supposed to have music in most of the gameplay at the beginning, and still having some action. So that's why the the music is a bit ambient orientated. And then, when the music was added to the game, the idea was kind of adapt the tracks depending of the level placement. So the idea was to start the game with kind of a catchy music, something that gives hope to the player, and trying to push the player to keep on playing the game, getting better, have that kind of feeling. And then going with a more smooth, more ambient direction for the other levels. So to not to how to say that for the player to chill a bit, if we can say so. And then we have, well, the bosses. So to have a music more angry, more fast paced for the bosses, and then the idea is to just adapt. Sorry. Well, yeah, just to adapt to the level placement. So kind of trying to follow what could be the kind of the player emotions throughout his progression. So yeah. So as the instruments that represent the game, we have the guitar, which was from the early stages of the game, even from the first time I started to work on the game in 2014. The game wanted to have the guitar as a main instrument, so much that the first tracks made at that time for the game were fully made with guitar, all the percussions, bass and stuff. It was all guitar made. And so to have bits of variety to the sound, it's not only guitar, but a mix between a classic guitar, electric guitar, oud, bouzouki, and mandolin at some time to add a bit of texture, like it's wonderfully written. So then we have the drums, like orchestral drums, which they had something like a bit barbaric, if I can say, to the game, and for me the instrument that gives the tempo and most of the time fits when you are bashing along with Love Monster, I guess. So also the voices, so there's a lot of shouts, choirs, pads, and some bass instruments are voice based. So I think it's added a bit of organic thing to the music. So I don't know to explain it more.
I'm here. I'm going to try to help. So I was listening to the original soundtrack, and I think you are trying to say about how it was into the story. You can't feel the music as you play. Is something like this?
Yeah, basically, yes.
The music always tells part of the story. On musicals, there is a famous person who I don't remember the name that says, "When the feelings are too much, you sing. When the singing are not enough, you dance." So sound does that. Sound does the thing to the feelings you are put into the game, and the orchestrations kind of help to make you feel that.
Yeah. That's it. Thank you.
Don't worry. I'm going to make you company.
Yeah, sure.
I see you.
That would be better because not the best.
I'm here for this.
If we can keep going. So this is what kind of walking session example is. But we will have a look at it later. I have the software open, so it will be I think, easier to show it directly instead of just a screenshot. So, well, I think I can do it right now, Evan. So here it is. This is so what's a track look like? At least, well, the way I do it. So
We are seeing the backstage. So everyone, this is
kind of sort of. So this is for the Fractured Shrine track from the last DLC. So yeah, there's a lot of different parts, as you can see. Can you just check if I put play if you can hear music? Oh.
No, I don't think
No?
I can, but you have
Okay.
to share as a window. You can close this one and share as a window. I think it's going to make the sound.
Okay. Let's try to do this. Oh, wait. Sorry. Okay. I think the the issue is that I do not have Google Chrome, so I think it's
Here. Okay. Is it playing?
Yeah.
Do you think opening and YouTube tab with this music of this one you can hear?
Pardon? Sorry?
If you open a YouTube tab, we can maybe put you play. If you tell me the name of the song, I can search for it.
I'm not sure. I think it's. I'm not using Google Chrome, and I think it said that sadly audio was not shared. Oh, maybe with a video. I think I can do that. Well, let's try.
Let's try. It's nice to hear. When you said about texture, I was noticing the thing of the drums like toof, toof, toof. It got an echo. It makes you. It's not like you want to dance, but it gives that toof, toof, toof thing on the heart when you're getting close to the bosses, especially. Scary. One of my friends kind of love this game, so I've heard him talking about it a lot. And then I actually happened to hear that.
I found something. It's going to work. I don't know.
Going to work. Da-da-da-dum.
Okay, so that's the music. Okay, so well, can you play the have the screen, the computer screen? Sorry. Oh, we can't have both, maybe. Oh well, that's enough.
It doesn't work. It just gets one at a time.
Okay,
She
well,
bad Premiere something to get better later.
Oh yeah, well that doesn't matter. So, well, if you want to have the audio, I will invite you to listen to the track of the level Fractured Shrines, which you can find on the internet on YouTube easily, or in the game as well. So to make, sorry, I'm a bit sick. To have a quick description, so from what I explained earlier, so in this track we have a guitar part here, which is this long thing, which is mixed up with the mandolin. Usually it's MIDI used plugins for this instrument because it's more convenient. Also mixed up with a bouzouki here. Usually I do like 2 different recording tracks, one with a microphone and one with a directly plugin, so kind of add a bit of texture to the sound. Then some lead parts of bouzouki over there, electric guitar here, another electric guitar. So there's usually like a lot of different tracks to trying to find the good sound. Well, at least I'm looking for. Here we are, a folk guitar plugin, because I do not like to play folk guitar. I'm more like a classic nylon guitar guy, and to have a sound and to have it played perfectly, well, chords played perfectly, that was the best option. Here we have different orchestral parts, so violins, for lead violin, strings, quartet and ensemble stuff. Then a lot of choirs, different choirs, as mentioned. Then different part of shows, bass, then all the drum parts. Then yeah, basically that's it. So that's what finished track looks like, basically. So yeah.
Yeah, it has many layers. We listen to the ending fingers.
Yeah.
We doesn't stop to think. Okay, it has here, 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 and this thing on the background, and this thing on the front.
Yeah, because most of the time, just to make something sound the way you want to, you have to sometimes add a lot of things. So yeah, just as I mentioned, just for the guitar parts, there's like a lot of different things. So where was the presentation? Over there.
Would you like to put the video again for us to hear this after knowing the layers? Pointing?
For with the music. Yeah, we can. You can play the music. That will be a perfect example. So yeah, this song is like basically all the different guitar parts we've seen. So. So it's something I can mention about how usually the tracks are made in the game is trying to have a track that's progressive and not following kind of a I don't remember, like a classic pop music structure, I can say, to have like first parts, a chorus, next part. Try to make it a bit progressive. So
that's something we see in games, and also you get the feeling that we are going ahead. We are on the start. We have to kill us line, and then we have to do the arcs, and then I don't know the gods. It happens quite often. This one kind of gives the feeling that you are okay. I'm here, and I'm going to kill this monster, this monster. And there are authors that you feel, well, why is boss music playing here? Does that mean? And we feel that something's about to happen, and this one we feel that something must go on. And music gets this feeling on games, especially. You have to feel that you are inside it. It makes the experience reward.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
I'm going to put the presentation back.
Oh, yeah, we can. we can just...
I would be listening, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, so trying to have it back. No, it started again from the beginning. Brilliant. So, if we can talk a bit about the sound design in the game, mainly like the sound effects and stuff. So the direction was to have a realistic sound design, despite the game is, in pixel art, have kind of a retro vibe.
Fantastic. Yeah, so, it uses fantasy elements.
Yeah. Yeah, but we didn't want the audio to have that retro vibe, if we can say. Then I'll try to talk a bit about the engine, but I'm not like a programmer, so I won't be able to explain a lot about it. And then how the audio was integrated into the game. So the realistic sound design was chosen because the game mood works better with this direction. So it also opens possibilities music-wise, because an example I like to use is one of the Sewers levels soundtrack. It uses like pipes and water drops as percussive elements in the music. So also we can add easily kind of drone and ambience in the background, little bit of wind and things, so to give the player a better feeling of immersion, if we can say. And I was also, when I work, I usually work with either homemade recordings and a lot of sound banks as well, mainly because I used to work with the team in the office, and it's not the best for your coworkers to have somebody bashing things around and making a lot of noises. So the sound banks were a good choice, and usually it's a good thing to go in any game, especially if you lack time and you need to have sound done fast. So about the engine, which is OpenAL, and which I don't know a lot of thing about. The game uses 16 different audio tracks, which includes the music, the ambient sound background thing, and all the sound effects. Sometimes I think for optimization, sometimes some of the sound can be unheard if there's a lot of things in game. And also, well, sorry. I misclicked. So we can use with the thing a few effects, so like panning, so to have a bit of space with a sound effect in the game, reverb and a bit of filters and pitch effects to give a sense of non-repetition with the sound, like to have your sword sound, sword attack won't sound the same each time you do it.
But
Then,
I think
yes.
you are sharing the audio software still, and the presentations on other tabs.
Oh, sorry. I haven't noticed.
I was thinking.
Is it better now?
Video again. I think it is appearing in a widescreen.
Okay, I'm going to start it again. Sorry, because I can't see the
screen.
Oh, okay. I just see the widescreen. I'm going to do it again.
StreamYard has these things of worry happens.
Yeah, I think it did not like the Mac, different desktop thing. I haven't noticed, sorry, because when I saw the slideshow, I can't see. I can't see the backstage show.
We had issues with a talk yesterday that was using iPad. The sound didn't appear, so we have to make some adjustments for her to hear me on screen. That happens.
I tried once to do a presentation on iPad and it was not working well. So yeah, I can understand. So this is basically the three not very interesting slideshow you missed when I was talking. So here we are. So to go back to the integration, I mainly was working with the different programmers of the game because the game used the Axe engine, and I'm not a programmer at all, so I needed to have someone in the team collaborating with me to make most of the integration. And then so I had things I could do on my own with the middleware CastleDB to do like basic sound integration. So this is what a level look like in this middleware. So this is for the first level of the game, and we just enter the different parts of the music. So this one has an introduction and a loop. So which means when you start the level, you will have the first part of the music and then another part that will loop throughout your exploration to have a more smooth feeling. So the music won't cut and it keeps going until you exit the level. It's not shown here, but there's also different parts to if there's different layers of music in the game. So yeah, this is different things for different weapons in the game. So for example, for the broadsword, there's 3 different attacks. So 3 different lines with different timing, frames and stuff. And on the right side, this is where I can add sounds. So it's divided in 3 parts. The first is the charge. So when if there's a charging animation, so the broadsword as its like big weapon, the character is going to make a first movement before attacking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that first part is like, and that's the charge thing, and then the release part is when the attack is done. So yeah, exactly. So like that. So we managed to have different sounds, so to have better timing, especially in the game, you can cancel some of the movements when you roll. So, and the other part is the hit, when the sword actually hits anything, and it's only played if there's usually like an enemy. As simple as that.
There are different sounds for different enemies. For example, if you are hitting something that is more soft. For example, you hit someone with an armor and some monster that was lying.
No, not in that sense. There's usually how to say, kind of the same sound effect when you hit an enemy. So just the idea was to make it to have the same sound to make it easily understandable for the player. So you have the audio cue to know that the player hits something, but there's different sound depending of the weapon when you hit. Like the sword will do kind of a sword hits, but we also have a pan, and the pan is trying to sound like, when you hit something very hard with a pan. So it's not faithful to reality, but that's the idea. And same with, there's weapon that uses fist or kick, so it's kind of cartoonish sounds. And so, yes, pardon.
Oh, that pling when the metal hits and goes pling.
Yeah, that sort of thing. And,
get it.
Yeah, and so down there we have an example of what an enemy look like. So it's the same thing with the animation, like with a charge, a release, and a hit. Usually, not a lot of enemies have hit sounds, because the most important one is to have the character pain damage SFX. So that was to avoid to have too much sound information at the same time.
It could leave the player confused if you are
Yeah. Trying to make it as simple and easy to understand. And then this is what like a boss look like. So it's not the entire thing, but when there's like a lot of different movements, attacks and thing. This is for the Hand of the King boss. So the last boss of the game, if we can say so. So a lot of different thing. It's, the same thing, but it was mainly to show that there's sometimes a lot of different sound to produce for just one character event.
And the sound gives a feedback. It's a way to make it's not much discussed when you talk about user experience. User experience is not only what's on the screen, what you can see, is what you can hear, is what you can, I don't know, if you're playing with just joystick, is when the joystick shakes. There are many experiences to put on the game to make the player understand what's happening. This is so interesting.
Yeah, and actually something I kind of regret not doing in the game is because I was speaking like some time ago with someone from the game's official Discord, and he was not I not remember if he was blind or had really bad sight, and so he was asking about the sound of the game, if he will be able to play it. But sadly, that's something I regret not doing in the game, to have the sound being really accessible for anyone. And I think the random nature of the game would have made it a bit hard to navigate without sight. But that's something I wish I would be able to do on in the future. So yeah, John, what you just said, to have trying to have the best user experience audio wise. So then I have this, which is like sound effects working session on the same software, and just the way I organize it. So every line is a different sound, and in each column there's like different bars and stuff in different colors, that different sounds that I mix to make a new sound that will normally suit what was asked by the devs. So yeah, it's just an example, nothing very special, but I wanted to show it. So also what I have next was talking about some communication, more like slightly, if you can say, marketing and thing, because usually it's not well, sometimes it's not made by the same person that did the audio in the game, and because we were a really small team making deadcells, so we had to do like a lot of things. So yeah, the idea was to be a little bit more, add more polyvalence in the job, the work, and also that's something, because we are the game jam will start very soon, and yeah, it reminded me when I was participating sorry, in game jams, communicating with the other, and it was something that was part of it. So it's something important to do. And yeah, and also I wrote that it could improve quality in the sense that, which is written here, it gives a link, a more closer link between the game and the trailer, because usually when I'm making the audio for the trailer, or do you have like everything, all the music, all different tracks, all the stuff, so I can adapt it the best way as possible for the video, and that's something
that trailers are short. You have too many things to put on a trailer. There are musics of 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and they have to put in 1 minute. Pretty hard.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, usually it's like the music is chosen before making the video, but we kind of do the opposite. Usually we have the video and then we'll make the music, so we can add more impact, I think, in the trailers, to have more control over what we want to show and make the viewers feel with the music. And also,
what the viewers are feeling. This is magic.
Yeah. And also, I wrote fun factor because it's actually fun, especially because we started with the game to do animated trailers, and it was kind of a sort of freedom opportunity to make music. So, yeah, just a cool thing to do to have fun. Well, at least for me. Well, yeah, I can show if I cut the slideshow and do this and open another project. I can show what it looks like. Like a working session with a animated trailer. So as we did not have sound last time, I'm just going to show the part with the sound, but I think yeah, without the sound it won't be as much as interesting. But so yeah, it's kind of basically the same thing. We have the difference with the different lines and stuff, which are a different sound. It goes down, 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 down. So
it's according to how the trailer goes.
Pardon? Sorry.
No, it goes according to the trailer. Is it playing?
Yeah, it's playing. Well, maybe you. Okay, now you can see it. But yeah, without the sound, the sound effect. Sadly, I don't think I have it in video. So yeah, but you can find it in the on the motion twin YouTube for everyone who's watching. So, but yeah, the idea was just to show a bit how it happens. So nothing special.
You want me to share it? I have it here. No, it's not the same, I think.
Oh.
But it's another one where he starts that and just wake up and get his head. I'm gonna share it just to show how it's going. I'm gonna share a tab here, share the audio. So you are seeing my YouTube. I don't think I see. Here.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the. Yeah, you can. So that's a different trailer, but this is like the first one we had for the game. So yeah, that's quite a different ambience music-wise from the game, but that's what I was talking about. The fun factor. And yeah, this that. And well, that's basically all I had to say about the game and the audio.
And the pen.
Yeah, obviously the pen.
The pen is awesome.
So I tried my best to explain about the audio in the game.
Okay, we could see how the magic happens on the backstage. So something that one person asked here in the comments is when you said you blend the guitar VSTs with recordings, did you mean actual guitar session recordings? Did you play the guitar and recorded this?
Yes, in some of the usually the VST plugins are either the mandolin or the oud, because I do not own a mandolin, and the oud is very complicated to play. I'm not. I do have one since like a month or two, but I'm not experienced enough because it does not have frets like a guitar. But yeah, for some of the I try to record as much guitar bouzouki parts as possible. Mainly if it can add quality to the sound. If usually it's just a small guitar piece that's kind of in the background, I use the plugin directly for convenience. That's basically, and yes, I have the guitar over there, so I can try to play something.
I'm going to take the presentation out so you have more space.
I do have it over there. If I can try to find a correct position. All right. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's like the main theme of the game. Something like that. Yeah, just usually I do not remember like the whole part of the music because I record a bit, then see if it's working, and then another part, and I can try to play the first level music thing. Sorry. I'm a bit stressed. I'm not used to play in front of other person, so it's usually just the cat and the computers. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry for not being very good.
Don't worry. We have an expression here in Brazil that is, "Who knows makes it live," because that's what you just made. We were hearing the songs, we were watching the videos, and now it just played so easily. So and it went so awesome. It's really awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have tried to have a bit of rehearsal before, but yeah.
Okay, everyone loved this. So one more question.
Yeah.
We are organizing a game jam, and many gamers have things to do with the audio. I was on one jam that they have to make an astronaut, and the astronaut was losing oxygen on his I don't know, backpack of oxygen,
Yeah.
and they recorded deodorant making
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
make the sound. What do you suggest for them when they have to make these more realistic sounds of things that?
I think the deodorant works pretty well, but what could be done is to have modification on the recording, like have it pitched down a little so it is slower, or higher to have the sound going faster. Well, usually also we play with an equalizer, different how to say, adding gain in different frequencies. You can easily do the modification you want and have the sound going in the direction you have in mind.
Nice. Another question is from Sergio. Is there any free VST library that you would recommend for sound effects?
I don't know. I don't know. Usually for sound effects, what I could recommend is there's different websites on internet like Free Sound. This is the one I used to go a lot when I needed some specific sound for game jams. So I used to go there, and usually, well, you can select like Creative Commons sound. So you can find a lot of different sound and thing to work with for free with the work of the sound community. So, but as plugin library, I don't know. I don't use that many, so I don't know. And yeah, to be honest, when I was just doing making music on my own, not professionally, well, I did what everyone did. So I find plugins in some places in the internet to try them.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Internet plugins always work. So Daniel Jabber asked, tell us about your artistic freedom when composing the game. Is that you who sets the sound aesthetic and mood, or do you follow orientations from game designer and art director?
It was a bit different in deadcells because everyone was kind of at the same level, so there was no like a big director or something. So I was trying to, when the team had any specific ideas in mind, I tried to follow it, to find inspiration using what they told me. But other than that, I just play the level, try to have a feeling and make the music. And usually, well, I don't remember like having somebody told me that the music was not fitting at all. So and if and in the other way around, if I'm really convinced that the music will fit perfectly, well, I just defend my position and try to explain as much as I can. So, but in any case, it's just important to trying to do something you like, whatever the style of music you have to do, just trying to make it the way you like, and having fun, and have arguments to explain why it's like that.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
better why you think this fits of the game.
Yeah.
So one last question.
Yeah.
And also, people are asking here in the comments for you to play again. So let's answer this, and feel free to play another level if you want. How to get your first job as a musician and a sound designer on the video games industry?
Well, that was after Game Jam. That was the second time I did a Game Jam, and it was with one of the graphic artists at Motion Twin, and the game ended up being cool and everything. So after that, he asked me if I wanted to do from time to time some job when they needed in the audio. So basically, yeah, that's after a Game Jam, simply at that, and yeah, meeting some people in the industry at the same time. So yeah, nothing very fancy.
This is how I started to work at games too. But now, if you can please play to us a little more.
Pardon?
It's not me. It's not me that asking. It's the comments. They are wanting for you to play a little more of the guitar.
Oh, okay. I will play like a little bit of other songs from the game. Main theme stuff. There was like the clock tower, which sound like this. Sorry. Just going to have the headset off. It will be easier. Oh gosh, sorry, I'm a bit stressed. Like that.
No, sorry, I'm not even noticing.
I'm going to do it. There was also this. I can try to play the thing from the music before as well. I haven't played it in a long time, so yeah.
I'm receiving in my inbox so many texts about how it's awesome. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for coming. I'm pretty sure people love it. And they're telling they love it too.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I did not practice knives. So. yeah. So, well, thank you very much for having me. And sorry for not being very uncomfortable and easy to speak. So, yeah. Thank you very much.
It happens, don't worry. We are all learning here, and we all going through this. I'm sure.
It happens all the time. So.
Yeah, and people are loving it, and they are, gosh, they loved it. The comments are so much. But thank you again for coming, and hope to see you later.
Yeah.
And another opinion, perhaps.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck and fun for all the person doing the jam. So have a lot of fun. Thank you. Cheers. See you.
Olá, manas e manos.
You are invited for the next edition of GameJamPlus.
É criar o próximo grande jogo indie.
I'd like to invite my fellow flyover states and the rest of the world to come jam with us.
Mi nombre es Brian Hernández de Cartago, Costa Rica.
Patos de Minas, Minas Gerais.
Calgary, Canada.
Goiás,
São Luís,
Iran,
Liga Sul de Minas,
Portugal,
Brasília, México, Salvador, Maquedônia,
Uberaba, Minas Gerais.
San José, Costa Rica.
Uberlândia,
La Paz, Bolívia.
Manaus, Amazonas,
United States Midwest.
Atlanta, Slovenia.
Engenheiro Paulo de Franchinho.
GameJamPlus. O que é GameJamPlus?
En donde desarrolladores, músicos, artistas podrán crear su propio juego con un enfoque de negocios.
Participants from all around the world come together.
É o local onde suas ideias tomam forma.
Y me complace mucho invitarlos a este gran evento.
I feel thrilled and blessed to have such an opportunity to be a part of this.
And I want you to unlock this achievement too.
Que es un evento internacional que va a tomar lugar del 8 al 10 de octubre.
From October 8th to 10th.
Entre el 8 y el 10 de octubre.
Dias 8 ao dia 10 de outubro.
This October, from the 8th to the 10th.
Dia 8 ao dia 10 de outubro.
Quiero invitarlos a formar parte de esta gran comunidad internacional.
It's going to be an incredible opportunity to make some games, meet some amazing people.
Espero haber más personas de todo el mundo participando de este gran evento.
Hope to see you there.
Participa, be our plus one.
Would you be our plus one?
Be a plus one.
Будете мой плюс N.
Be our plus one.
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 join us, be our plus one.
Be our plus one.